Hello, 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 and welcome back to the continuing adventures of Bob as he treks through the dungeon. Where last we left off, the unlikely hero of our story, a human, was trekking through the dungeon. I don't know how to make that any more obvious. And he had been learning various spells, worshipping Bahamut and getting to top tier. Had a fairly powerful bank of conjurations on him and was utilizing gourmand abilities because why the fuck not? I don't have any other amulets to choose from. Um, been using Poison Cloud and Poison Arrow pretty liberally to get me through the vaults so far. And while I'm missing many critical resistances, I also have many, so it's cool. Fucking hate slimes. Pull upstairs, please, and just whack you in the face. Ah, kill the troll. Eat its flesh. Oh, for the love of crap. I think half of those are poisonable and half aren't, so poison is not a bad way to thin their numbers. Here, fire makes for an excellent... The Flayed Ghost got an update, I believe, which gave him a unique ability of Mini Torment. It's actually a really cool way to... Oh yeah, I did get poison resistance. I forget how. I think the mace actually... Yeah, the mace gives resist elect and resist poison. It may be noisy, which is an annoying ability, which basically means you're constantly shouting. But given just how much noise my character makes by default thanks to being a conjurer, you know, it is making earth-shattering kabooms is kind of sort of my job description after all. I'm not as worried about it as I might otherwise have been. Okay, that looks like my last scroll of Remove Curse, so I'm just going to set it down on the floor. Actually, am I on my last of anything else? Last Blink Scroll, but unfortunately you need to carry that. There's no point not carrying a Blink Scroll and saving it. It's not a tactical resource like that. Or a strategic resource like that. It's far more tactical. Enchant Armor. I'm just going to leave it be. I still theoretically want to wait for... Ooh, I only have one potion of curing. I don't mind making that too. Yeah, but I still theoretically have that treasure trove I could access with a gold dragon plus several armor. Give me as much space as possible so this actually hurts. There we go. And plus 3 gold dragon armor is something that theoretically at least I can accomplish. Jesus, I think the scenario became dangerous much faster than I expected. What the hell was that thing playing? Parrots the noises and imitates the bagpipes. God, I don't want to think about a mace parroting bagpipes. That just sounds painful to the ear. I don't know what's going to come through that door, but I just assume it's going to be something that I would want fired up. Nope, just a tomb. We good. We good. Alright, let's see. What else do we gotta do here? Pardon me a second. I'm getting a video request. Sorry about that. My little sister just emailed me. Okay, we need repel missiles for sure. Then we need a couple of these babies. And what did I lose? Fog and fear. I remember once reading that once you come to the vaults, you need to be you need to be powerful enough to not rely on consumables anymore because you're going to lose them. To this I say, nuts to you, I always wear conservation, which is true. Unfortunately, I did not get conservation this game. In fact, if I do a search for amulet, we will see that apart from inaccuracy and stasis, all I've picked up is gourmand and rage. In the entire game. Also, do I have any... I don't have any runes yet, huh? Okay, I can actually, now that I have resist poison reasonably, you know what? Fuck this. Let's go to the spider nest and detour for a rune. Because I'd already started, I might as well finish it, right? The biggest threat to me here are going to be ghost moths, actually, now that I think about it. Because I have no way of seeing invisible, and I'm very much a mage, not a summoner, a non-summoner mage. So, running out of mana... What the fuck? I didn't die in one turn. That is the only thing that I can say about what just happened to me. Probably because I have resist to fire. Without that resist fire, I would have lost right then and there. Well, I might have lived one more turn long enough to blink away or go up the staircase or something, but then I would have died. How many of you goddamn spiders are there? Yeah, and now that I can actually eat the poisonous flesh, I can actually sustain a lot better here. Okay, here it goes. Poison all the things. Just all the mans. And then we'll use poison arrow on the big targets. Preferentially aiming at the ones who are closest to me, of course. Dig should be very castable now. Good. Spellcasting in general is still going up. Let's train fire magic now. Let's switch over to fire magic. And oh, my defense skills, right. There's no harm in practicing evasion. I'm training far too many skills considering I have no positive aptitudes. I need to fix that. I'll look into that after I'm done with this set. Okay, that's that. You know, all the noise this thing makes is not helping my case. That's probably part of what's going on. Okay, whatever it is that he's resisted twice, I'm curious now. Enslavement, okay. The thing is, teleport tends to be fairly tricky to resist. So wands of teleport are fairly straightforward to resist. So wands of teleportation will often result in enemies resisting it multiple times in my limited experience. I freely admit that when it comes to playing the wand ID game, I have erred far less on the side of optimal and far more on the side of lazy. So we're about to enter Azrael's range again. Azrael, whatever, his range again. So what we're going to do is put on Repel. And now we should... Oh, and put on the Ring of Fire. So we are just straight up part Fire Mage ourselves. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem to make that much of a difference. I did not lose any critical scrolls, but I have so few scrolls left because of all the goddamn burning they've suffered. Let's go ahead and put back on Life Protect, not because I want my life protected, but because I can't imagine running around with a minus to my cold. Think about that way that I just took a burst of fire damage from stepping downstairs. Now imagine that I had minus fire, and how I would literally have not lived the turn. That's what it's like to run around with negative resist. I don't like doing it for fire especially, but there's a fair enough number of enemies that can hit me with cold for significant burst damage to make me cautious against that as well. Honestly, it might just be an old school mentality at this point. I remember a time where the argument was you need RF++ at the minimum to go to Zot because of Orbs of Fire, and then later it became the first pip is the most important, you don't have to worry beyond that. I honestly don't spend very much time, like, at all with the crawl community. It's possibly part of why I will never be the best at it. Because the game evolved a lot, has evolved a lot past where I'm comfortable with it. Which is why my tactics become less and less viable with every patch. Except, of course, for some of my... Okay, we got an interesting case here. Let's nail Mara as heavily as we can. Nope, we missed with several, and we are illusioned. We're just going to telly out of this. The really concerning thing, in my opinion, is that there are precious few scrolls of teleportation left in the game. I'm going to collect my recent stash. That would not be that. 1S. Yeah, and then we'll go right back to the spider. I said spider. Ooh, I have the swamp I haven't done either. There's a lot of low-hanging fruit in terms of EXP gain to be done yet. Okay, that's Mara. Let's begin with a poison cloud, and then stepping out of range. Hover towards the stairs. More poison. Are you immune to poison, or did I literally just miss a square? No? You might very well be immune. I'm just getting out of there while my clone dissipates. Let's just get out of here. Oh crap, Bob came with me? That was not planned. Let's just get out of here again. That Bob, he knows some nasty shit. There we go. The thing about computer-controlled characters is, if they were human-controlled and just used their optimal moveset constantly, a great many of them would be drastically more deadly. I want you to imagine Sigmund. I want you to imagine that he literally always used confusion, chain confusion. His first turn was confused, and he would continuously recast it the moment, like every fourth turn, so that you literally could not approach him if you did not have the ability to resist that confusion, or you would die. Early on. I want you to imagine an enemy like Mennas, turn 1 Silence Aura, no questions asked, never lets it lapse, ever. Turn 2 Haste, never lets it lapse, ever. Unless, of course, you are resistant to one or both of those, in which case what he's going to use against you is going to be his confusion, so that he can get you into range. That level of use the correct spell to nuke your opponent apart, they don't always do. Sometimes they take a step towards you. Sometimes they buff themselves with a buff so minor that it's hardly worth mentioning. Mara didn't need to attack me with her demon whip. All she needed to do was clone me. That would have sent me running for the hills. Even if she hadn't cloned me, if she had cloned herself into 2 or 3 to draw my mana, while approaching to chase me up the stairs, and then clone me. I mean, come on, there's so many things she could have done to have been truly devastating. She did none of them. I don't even know why I'm doing this, to be honest with you. This is stupid. This is asking for trouble. I'm literally going on a floor knowing full well that there are going to be ghost moths, and not having an answer ready in my mind. I think my best answer at this point is going to be Potion of Invisibility, but just because I'm invisible doesn't mean I get to see them. They're immune to Mephitic Cloud and Poison. They can be hit with Orb of Destruction, but that thing is hard to aim at the best of times against visible enemies. Poison Arrow is going to be so irrelevant to them considering their overall resistance to poison. Yeah, okay, so it seems I made the right call because there was clearly a lot more things dying because of that Poison Cloud. And I clearly didn't keep it up long enough because more things yet continue to trickle through. Let's push the poison as far back as I can get it then. The noisiness of this mace is actually serving my needs quite well by drawing out my enemies. It's like a free shout. Not that I need to... Obviously, I would rather it wasn't there at all, but I think I'm happy that I made the decision to ignore it and use this mace anyway. In particular, because without it I wouldn't have a source of resist poison that would have left me locked out of this whole area of the game. Turn off spellcasting for a bit, dude. You're not training to learn a spell. You're just training it because it's there. Just turn it off for a bit. Focus on dodging, which is a far more useful, broadly applicable ability. Drop the lightning wand. Ooh, fuck me, I'm burdened. Not something I want to be when I'm next to a fucking scorpion. Needed that to hit, and it didn't. If you stand inside a confusion cloud, I wonder how long you'll last. Long enough. That much is clear. Fear gonna work? Good, fear worked. If fear didn't work, I would have had to teleport, but as you... Oh! I think I got a kill off of that too, because of the poison effect. But yeah, in case you didn't notice, my teleport scrolls are at a premium now, and without a wand of the same, I feel the need to try and use lesser resources where possible. Let's avoid that. Drop the poison cloud here. How is the poisonous cloud in terms of casting? It's 3% fail. It's not bad. I got confused. That sucks. And again, the same thing where confusion resulted in me throwing a weapon by accident. Okay, less confused. And I didn't actually notice that was an orb of destruction, but it was, and I got hit full in the face. That hurt like the oddsbuddickens. Got back my crappy dagger. I'm not entirely sure why I'm carrying anymore. You know what? Scorpions probably do resist poison, and the only reason they're being poisoned at all was because I'm using Poison Arrow, which works regardless. That would explain why the Mephitic, despite multiple turns inside it, had no effect on him. Or they just have really good MR, but... No, he was in a poison cloud too. I don't know. I do not know what I am talking about. I should just check the goddamn fact sheet next time. Produce plenty of smoke. Alright, you know what? Even this 3% fail is getting really frustrating. How's my air magic skill? 3? That's reasonable enough. Fire magic, it doesn't help. Continue upping conjurations, I guess. Conjuration of air and poison. Oh, of air and poison. Poison is good too. Oh yeah, I got nothing then. Whoa. There was something invisible. There's something invisible, so I'm going invisible right now to preserve what mana I still have. I think I got whatever was invisible because it says reactivating auto pickup. That was Ghost Moth number 1. That's Ghost Moth number 2. And that's all the damage I'm possibly gonna get. Either that or that's something else that has the ability to go invisible, like a... Well, I don't know, but I didn't realize that Ghost Moths stung. I thought that they... Well, I guess I don't know what they do. They stare at you to make you lose your stuff. By the way, for those who don't know, the reason why going invisible worked at all is because Ghost Moths lack See Invisible. They may always be invisible, but they don't have the ability to see it, which obviously works out to your advantage. I need a way to channel back mana more efficiently. Okay, well, I don't yet have access to an Orb of Destruction. Even if I did, it wouldn't be any good. let's get back to the... Yep, I knew it. I just fucking knew there was going to be more of those assholes. And that's why I was making for the stairs even when I just saw one of them. So I don't mind pulling you all into a fight you cannot win. I say you can't win it because I just want it more. That was a failed blink. And I can scarcely avoid another failed blink like that, so let's just, fear. Kill. I promise to be forever silent. Yeah, right. Sorry, I don't know, I was just reading the Morningstar things. Inquires about your family. This chatterbox literally just doesn't shut up about the most random nonsense. I love that they've really captured noisy. This is in fact just that, very noisy. Just magic darts, nothing else is necessary. The thing about these wisps is their evade is so goddamn high that the magic dart's reliable hitting is more important than any amount of damage increase you'd get with something else. Let's drop back here. And while I don't know how massively their health regenerates, what I do know is they have so little of it that they basically get their whole health bar back every couple turns. So it may only be regenerating at a low rate, but there's only a low amount to regenerate, so yeah. Okay. I'd like to kill the swamp worm where I can eat it. Thank you. Same logic here. Damn it. That looks like a nice big swarm of shit that I don't want to deal with. With any luck, that thing actually died. With no luck, read my luck, it did not. Okay, that's death. That's death. Boom, that's death. Okay. You're poisoned, you're not gonna live the night. Schnorg! You can't reach me, you're not gonna live, bro. The moment your berserk health goes out, so will you. Oh, don't eat the flesh yet. Take care of this guy first. So bog bodies can do the whole freeze your potions thing. Damn it. Please let this be a good wand. Nothing happens. It's probably a wand of digging. I mean, if nothing happened, it's either that or heal. I wouldn't mind IDing it either way. It is heal! Holy crap! I do have several recharging scrolls that can be pumped into it, but at the moment I have like 9 potions of heal wounds that are higher priority for me to use up. And I hope by now you've realized why I couldn't even dream of doing even the swamp without poison resistance. I've been trapped inside mephitic clouds while adjacent to deep water so many times already. Don't get me wrong, if I had no choice, if this was the only branch available to me, I'd have taken the risk. Much like I figured I could handle a shallow branch of the spider den without poison resist. But I would hope that it's only a temporary measure rather than a long-term one. Alright, you're dead, and I am through. Put on the ring, over life protection, and then ID it because we still don't know what it is. And it is telecontrol. And this is back in the day when telecontrol actually is fucking useful. Instead of just a waste of a ring slot, since frankly it takes 4 mana, requires ridiculous evasion training, needs to be activated time and time again. You know, the works. Oh, come on, you missed? To paraphrase, not paraphrase, to quote Mushu, "You missed! How could you miss? He was 3 feet!" Nom 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 nom. Warpalize, ha! Warpalize is actually useful in this game for I guess in some situations, but I don't know. Usually, if I'm playing a melee character, I put so much value in their endgame weapon that I'm willing to wait for the right brand on it, regardless. And let's call a spade here, and that right brand is always anti-magic for me. I am curious if I could get away with a bigger shield. Let's see, there was a buckler not far from here. Let's try it out. Buckler is a buckler, that's fine. Percentage is unchanged, okay. But I already knew that. What I need to do is decide what, I mean, if I go up to a large, not large shield, a shield, so the middle size, probably need about 12, 15, I want to say, shield skill. Well, I'm right in that range. Plus, there's another manual of it that I can buy for an exorbitant fee, if I so desire. I think that Kikubakulka needs to be given Torment Immunity. I think that would make him a really cool deity. Either that or just massive resistance, like, as in, instead of saying X% of Torment doesn't apply, it'd be something like Torment cannot deal more than 20 damage, or a flat damage number that it cannot exceed. I'll tell you this, it would make my decision much harder as to which god to go with, because suddenly I wouldn't require Necromutation to go into the post-endgame. Merely really powerful character with resist mutation would be enough. Ooh, you've done it now, boy. And as I understand it, most of the better players than I are of the opinion that Necromutation is a pretty lousy spell, because all of the things it does, all of the buffs it gives are fairly meaningless for the cost. So they probably wouldn't mind if it got buffed. Not even going to pretend that there's a good reason for what I'm doing here. I'm literally doing this just because I don't see how else to do the post-endgame, and there's a good chance I'm going to want to do that. So Fire Magic is fine. Once these things start hitting round numbers, I'm going to turn them off and turn on Necro. That's not to say I won't make use of it, by the way. I mean, obviously, you have a spell, you use the spell. But don't think that Animate Dead was a tactical choice to give myself advantages. While it could have been, and certainly having the meat shields, saves you your consumables time and time again, that's not why I'm doing it. I will not pretend to a nobility that I lack. Wield the club. That's the other nice thing, is you can let your summons take care of the riffraff and the petty enemies. Focus your attention on the higher. Yeah, teleport control is never coming off, which means life protection is never coming back on. I just don't value it as much. Although, to be fair, eliminating the threat of drain weapons has its uses. Okay, Conch just hit 20. Turn that off. Trickle into Necromancy with a focus on fire, though, since that's the actually useful school to train right now. I say that, of course, despite the fact that I still have yet to locate a single goddamn fire spell in any of the books that I've picked up. Out of mana and burdened, this is a good time to get off the floor. Another floor, another floor, another floor, another floor. Oh, right, that's an alligator. See, I did it again. I always fucking forget that alligators are super brutal near water. It's not that I forget that, it's just you're fighting the thing and you don't realize he's somehow managed to get that buff. Like he managed to get to where he needed to be in order to activate it. And there is a certain level of just plain hubris that goes into it. Roar, I can tank that fucking alligator. What do you think I am, a pushy? Okay, there's only 2 exits? That doesn't seem right. What have I missed? That's just downright weird. Okay, so we're gonna have to figure out where the third one is. Spider pig, does whatever a spider pig does. Can he swing from a vine? No, he can't. He's a pig. I don't need a dagger. So I think I'm officially, finally, out of quiverables. Yes, I am. I don't know why I'm happy about that. I guess it's because it means I've finally gotten around to getting rid of them all, since I knew I didn't need them. Nope, just the one on I just figured I'd check if I've missed any stabs. What's this one do? Greatly reduces hunger cost. Ooh! Very interesting, actually. Potentially useful in the long term. In the short term, I'm not even gonna burn a... Yeah, I'm just gonna uncurse that. Okay, exploring to do... So that's one way up, one way down, one way up, no ways down. What the fuck? This is the most disconnected swamp I've ever seen. Bar none. It's a good thing I'm powerful enough to not really care. I actually wanted to do this because I realized that the swamp is disconnected. So I didn't really care just how crowded things were down there. I wanted to get up so I could see the next... I assumed that this was going to be a new area that I would need to clear, so I went up to it quickly. Dropping the Wand of Flame. Dropping... Do I need the Book of Power anymore? Nope. Dropping the Book of Power. Okay. Res dead. Unfortunately, I also know now that there is a beastly number of enemies waiting for me down there. So I'm going to do the only thing you can do, which is dig my way to the other staircase. Of course, the dig isn't an option in the swamp, so we just burn the goddamn thing down. And hey, fortunately enough, it seems that I didn't have to dig one tree at a time. That was in fact just a much closer wall than it might otherwise have been. I have low mana and the noisy mace is not making it any easier. Backing away and then sicking my allies on the enemies to buy me time to regenerate my mana. Not to mention the kills will also help. See? Even though I literally, deliberately, explicitly said I'm not doing this animate dead for the right reasons, doesn't mean it didn't prove useful. And it might very well have saved me what I said it would save me, a consumable, potion of magic or something equivalent thereof. Ooh, new wand. I wonder what this could be. Nothing appears to happen. Polymorph. I'll just ditch that right here and not come back for it. Swamp is a fairly safe place to leave it. Very few things that come in the swamp have hands. those that do have hands generally are uniques with their own interesting threats. Oh shit! Being attacked. Let the slug duke it out. Oh fine, I will assist. Go ahead and take care of the weak one, please. Okay, we've got a dragon on our hands. We had a dragon on our hands. I did not think that I was going to kill him in one orb, to be totally honest. And the leech fucking dies to my own orb. Okay. Periodically stopping to eat. Unfortunately, that did not blow up in chunks all over the place, which is what I was hoping it would do. Firestorm, 80%. Oh shit, forgot. Bale. Oh, I can control the blink. Excellent. Northward, please. Fire to block the ways for the vampire mosquitoes, and I'll take out the leech myself. I can probably tank that, but I'd rather not find out that I'm wrong, so... Other staircase? No, you don't have to go through Swamp 4. I don't know why you're saying that. Here, look, I'll walk you there. Oh, okay, I suppose you did have to go through Swamp 4. Well, now you don't. I tell you, the opening wizard book is a godsend. It has all the utility spells you could possibly want. Repel missiles, magic dart is a great primary offense for most of the early game. Conjure flame, mephitic cloud, blink. Literally the only thing in there that doesn't lift its own weight in my book is slow. And even there I've had people contend that slow is one of the better hexes. You don't need to go through Swamp 2. It's all connected. Here, I'll show you. Get me there. Cool. Now get me there. Oh, it's not all connected. Well, bugger that. Let's fix that. Now, take me downstairs. Pole. I guess I have no choice but to fight these things after all. So, after all of that searching, I still have only found 2 downstairs in this area. Which means there's a 3rd that I haven't found. Fuck it. How bad? I'll just do it. Pull. Pull. Blink. Definitely blink. Poison cloud. Poison cloud. Damage, damage, damage. I was actually ready to step into the random teleport for a controlled teleport, but it mercifully did not prove necessary. Let's just blink away. Drop a fire. Nail that sucker. I think I can just take these guys straight up. I did that in the wrong order. I should have either killed the electric eel first because of damage potential, or I should have killed the ones that couldn't swim first so that I had a better retreat. Didn't really matter, but it's important to know how to play correctly for the day where you're not quite as powerful. No, 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 don't. We should res these dead, honestly. If you're not going to eat them, you should res them. I'm constantly burdened. It's like... just eat the apple. Am I not wielding anything? That seems to be odd on my part. I'm just gonna burn that tree. With any luck, the slimes will come through it injured. With my luck, read no luck, they don't come at all. Ah, shit. Ah, shit! Melee Secunderans doesn't work. I am so insulted. There we go. Don't forget that I have auxiliary sources of damage for just such an occasion. So it is admittedly turning into quite a grind fest, honestly, trying to go through the swamp. But grind away I will. Nobody ever accused me of not knowing how to grind. Herp derp 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 derp. Come after me, bro. Boom! Ignore, ignore, kill, nom nom. Poke, run, drop fires. God, what I wouldn't give for just a simple goddamn fireball spell. You know, something to take advantage of the amount of fire training I've done. Because right now, I've just been leaning on my poisons pretty damn heavily. Baby alligators, their mommy. Fun fact, male alligators will eat their babies. Mothers will protect babies, will instinctively know to not trust the father around the babies. Of course, if I was carrying a baby alligator in my giant alligator mouth and I didn't really know who the mom was, I probably would do the same. Of course, I would have to be an alligator, so there is that. You know, sometimes I start talking and I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so wielding staff, dropping shit. Oh my god, it's Agnes. Her dodge is gonna be like off the chart. But you can't dodge this, so boom. And boom. And boom! Death. Don't fight in water. Never fight an alligator over the water. Unless you literally have no choice whatsoever. You better be able to demonstrate you have no choice. I'm talking the works, MLA citations, you know the drill. Staff of Conjuration to power up my remaining boom, and then just smack it in the face. I didn't look it up yet, but I'm strongly suspicious that using a Wand of Conjuration adds my Conjuration skill in some way, shape, or form to the damage. Because I can't understand how it deals this much damage in any other way. Oh, I'm up against a thing that actually, This is bad. This is actually really bad. Let's use cold shots against it to cripple it. There we go, it's running away now. Poison arrow. Oh, god damn it, there's another fucking Drake? Okay, no, got the mace on? Good. We're getting out of here. We're just getting out of here. I mean, I've got the telecontrol. I'm poisoned. I have full health, but that's only gonna last until the goddamn dragon turns around. It's just, I've wasted so much time on this floor, I'm confident new enemies must have shown up. That's why I just double checked it. thing is dead. That thing is dead. We are healed. Or mana healed. Go on. Whoa! 3-1 staff of god damn. Awesome. Holy crap. Is there any downside to this thing? Because it looks too good to be true. That's my new sky weapon, guys. +5 AC, RF++, RC++, and MR. The only downside is, hunger. Okay, here's the thing. This doesn't protect me against poison, which I am technically still missing. But when I go Lich, I get RN+++ for free. This would give me double tier fire and cold. A bonus to AC never hurts. It'll stack with the Lich bonus to AC. God, it's like until I start using a staff specifically for evocation purposes, there's no reason not to use this. And once I do start using that staff for evocation purposes, I will have to question the use because this sky weapon is so good. I don't even know why the term sky weapon is that why we use that term. I just heard it when I was playing on the online crawl web tiles, and I've been saying it ever since. All in all, I would say that this run is going to go a lot better than my attempt at my feeble attempt at Spider, because unlike Spider, there is no single enemy that is virtually guaranteed to show up in the end of the swamp that I would say I have no answer to. I mean, that isn't to say that they couldn't, drop Mennas or any number of potentially deadly combinations at me, but it's not like, oh, why are you even attempting the swamp? You know you're not going to finish it. For which I would say, I did it for the applause. Okay, well, no, not really. I'm not Lady Gaga. Let's drop a couple of remove curses and assignments, because I'm never going to use that. Am I seriously out of that much space? I have 5 rations? God, no wonder my weight is a problem. Drop most of my bread rations and go right back to the swamp. Okay, so now, yet again, ooh, holy word. And the word is, well, okay, so see, it's only accessing one of these, even though there's clearly more. Is this like surrounded in some way? It is surrounded, okay, cool. Let's just do that. Burn that down, next time I can go through. Still, only 2 staircases up. Really blows my mind. Like, where's that third one hiding? I got no idea. Don't have no right clue, I don't. Okay, well this is the final floor, so once I finish this, I'm done with this area anyway. Just double checking, that is Gold Dragon, right? Yeah, okay. It would be great if it was Swamp Dragon armor that it requires. I could really use a treasure trove right about now. There's plenty of little things that I wouldn't mind upgrading. I'm still using basic rings. I'm still using a ring of fucking sustenance, for God's sake. In fact, just to make... Yeah, that is all the jewelry I found all game. There's very little in this dungeon so far. Take a step, orb, arrow, orb, boom. Wait, this is Swamp 5, right? So where the hell is the exit? Or the rune room? I'm not seeing it. What I need to use here is a secunderans. What I need to do here is not die. This secunderans worked. It exploded, killed everybody. That was what I was banking on. Oh, that's a swamp worm, so no point doing anything more than shooting it. So this is an icy ending by the looks of it. Yeah, it's definitely an icy ending. Just gonna eat that bread ration because why not? Drop as many fires as I can all around. This is a lot more dangerous than it looks, and it looks pretty bad, so blink. The first blink was a miscast, but the second was definitely not. Okay, so there are all manner of hydras coming at me right now. And while they're all technically just simulacras, that doesn't make them any less deadly, it just makes them a lot less robust. Frozen swamps. What I wouldn't give for a goddamn fireball. Hey, I found another amulet, and it's the same goddamn one that I've already found repeatedly. Let's just rely on their stupidity. They will literally walk into and stand in fires, despite the fact that they are made of ice. Ice dragon. Good. Very vulnerable to poison arrow. Or sufficiently vulnerable to poison arrow. Strip of 3 should do it. That is not where I want to be. Let's blink away twice and lay down a strip of fire. Up, wait, down. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, that might have been one of those vapor things? Those invisible creatures that fire lightning at random. Very, very known for starting forest fires. Okay, so while I'm pussyfooting around here, what I really need to be doing is penetrating in somehow. Here's my recommendation. We're going to drop all of our potions, go back down, come to the door, wield the sky weapon of resist everything, and in we go. With 2 tiers of cold resistance, I am really a beast right now. With no potions to lose, I'm not even worried about shattering. I am, however, very worried about my low mana. Can I shoot that with something else as it retreats? That'd be hot. Never mind, it died without. So switch back to elemental staff, please. Somehow the simulacras are still getting through. It's no problem. Can we light that tree on fire? That'd be ideal. A strip of 3 has proven sufficient in the past, and we've got a much bigger strip than that. That burning tree is working overtime for me. Okay. It's still possible that there's more. Yep, there's more. Just strip of 3, don't forget it. Back up. Back up. Strip of 3 would do it, but I don't have enough space. There's 2 and there's 3. Perfect. Let's drop a fire just to trip him up. Wounded. Secunderans. Regenerate mana. Perfect. Gave me. There was no guarantee they were gonna give me the time to regenerate my mana. I'm really glad they did. I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just go for it. Yeah, into the vapor. I don't care. Okay, no other loot of note. Out we go. And beautiful thing, but the amount of damage I'm taking from the freezing vapor is very low on account of my massive cold resistance. Oh, did I never pick up the goddamn ring? There we go. Left, no, right. Ah! Okay, up we get. Take all the stuff. We are now very overloaded. That is fine. I'm probably carrying a ton of... Yep, Ice Dragon. That's why. I lack the ability to ID stuff. +5 intelligence. Thank you for giving me a good replacement ring. Firestorm is now within striking distance of memorizable. Which is a very roundabout way of saying can't do it yet. But we got a rune, which is always nice. Fire it up. Give me that conjuration staff. I'm gonna bash this guy in the skull. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, elementals. Boom boom. Fire, baby. Okay, and that's that. We are one more down. Honestly, I'm feeling lucky, so Elven Hall's next. There's a chance for being knocked into the abyss, but given that I have high elemental resistance capabilities now, is usually my bigger concern here, especially in the shallower floors. I also have controlled blink, or controlled teleport plus the ability to blink, so yeah, this should be good. Gas it. Oh, I'm not immune to poison. Gas it all. Res the dead, that they may go on hunting for me. I miss the hive. It was such a wonderful place. In the haste to make the entire game challenging, sometimes you forget that how fun it is to just massacre things every now and then. Not always, but it's nice to have a few places where a well-prepared character can just go in and blow the shit out of everything. And I guess we still have a few of those. It's just nowhere exemplifies what it is like to be massively OP, quite like the hive. I remember how much fun I had igniting poison and just killing everything that moves and a few things that don't, over and over and over. Seriously? Seriously? Well, drop the important scrolls right away, because there aren't that many of them. Okay, well my scrolls have all burned up now, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. Somehow that thing didn't die to all the poison clouds that I put up. Oh, sweetness. Please let this be a new amulet. Amulet of Faith. Oh, god damn it. No. Okay, well I need to remove that right now. It's useless to me because Vehumet doesn't actually do anything with the extra faith you have for him. So it's not like gaining it is ever going to be a benefit, and taking it off will eventually suck, so do it now. I'm gonna have to take it off sooner or later. Mercifully, it didn't knock me low enough that I lost any of the boons I have, so it literally will be a nothing. It doesn't matter. I'd rather wear Elven than Dwarven shit any day. I don't know the difference, I just prefer it. Delayed Fireball. It's not Fireball, but it's something. It's also a crap ton of money. Let's take that scroll of Identify and see if I can't ID something. Oh, okay, everything's ID'd. Remember that not being true a while ago. Ooh, new staff! Ugh, nasty staff. Very few scenarios under which I would want that staff. Alright, let's do one of these. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Flame and poison. After that, we'll worry about repel missiles as necessary. Nope. It wasn't necessary. Eat a few, res a few. Whatever food you're carrying, it can wait. There's a goddamn hive with royal jellies. In fact, there's a hive with royal jellies, so please don't carry restore abilities around anymore. You literally don't need it. I'm still using armor and ego. Scale, plate, splint, dyed leather, I can get fancy leather, I guess, but I like troll leather more than I'd like those, so thanks but no thanks. Which means I'm still using basically entirely normal armor with no special benefits. I am in fact playing a mundane human. Mundanely. Drop the scroll of enchant armor. I am low on mana, so get into position to bail and then bail. Kill the summoner first. Gas the corridor. Kill whatever that green one is, conjurer. Kill the footman. Low on mana, so be prepared to retreat. Retreat. More deaths. Gas the corridor. Gas the other corridor. Gas deep. Back to where... Ah, that was a miscast. That was not. Many, many dead. Come play Whack the Human. Many will enter, none will win. This human does not like to get whacked. Alright, that should be all of them. My hunger status is fine, so kill one, reanimate the lot. Oh shit, nope, one of them's still alive. Raise all of them. More dead skeletons. Boom. Hey, a new ring of intelligence. I have removed curse in case it's bad, so does it work over teleport control? +2 int or missing out on the ability to teleport. Now, the benefits of the +2 int are not gonna outweigh the one-turn switch. Especially since I tend to use teleport control blinks even in emergency situations. Yeah, it's not worth it, I think. It's probably not worth it. I feel ballsy as hell right now, to be completely honest with you guys. It's not that what I'm doing right now is necessarily dangerously impressive or anything. It's just I still don't have my top tier spells and I'm taking on a top tier area. Ooh, new wand. Draining. Drop the bread ration, please. There's no reason to carry it. Do we have a mapping? We do not. This is the final floor. C-Telly does not work here, so we should take it off. There's literally nothing useful about it. You know, the smartest thing I could do would be to not stick around on this floor. We're gonna put repel missiles on a different letter, so I get used to it nice and early. What the fuck? Lucky Frost actually got rid of a lot of potions. And that shield blocked everything. Fucking everything. Ah, well, no matter. Let the warbly staff warble on. Maybe I missed the moment where somebody went invisible, but I'm pretty sure I killed the invisible guy, so we should be okay. Yay! Buckler! Buckler, 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 buckler. That was a blink. That is a portal of some kind. That is a diggable wall, which we shall dig currently. Knock him out. Yay, the elemental staff is cheering me on. For some reason that is not as comforting as it might have been intended to be. I wonder if there's another way in. Yeah, there's a door. Alright, let's try this sucker out. We are in a HuWz lab. I'm not sure which one. Clear blue water, a centaur warrior. Let's put on not resist. Deflect missiles. Put that on C, please. Thank you. Oh, Mephitic Cloud is on C. Yeah, well, Mephitic Cloud ain't gonna last forever. As in, at this point in the game, I can't remember the last time I casted it. Probably in the swamp at some point. Oh, thank God, the trees do block line of effect from their line of fire. Lost a scroll. It's a scroll of teleport, which is one of my precious scrolls. Need to be a little bit more cautious than I am being. Man, that poison cloud paid for itself in gold. Res dead. That's an Ock lob. I'm gonna lob that at the Ock lob. It overtook my centaur. And that's where it ends. Boom. And oh wow, lots of books actually. Excellent. I could not have asked for better. Unless they all suck, in which case I could have asked for better books. So what we got here are some nice long-term spells, including controlled teleport, or controlled blink, the spell. But what we don't have here is fireball, or some nice intermediate fire spell. We've got flame tongue, which is not at all that. We've got regeneration, which I could see my way to thinking was a nice spell if I was high. All the summoning spells actually are probably worth considering picking up one of those just in case. Yeah, all in all, I gotta say I'm a little bit upset with, not upset, a little bit disappointed in this showing. 4 books and not one of them what I want, but oh well. Let's keep looking around. Maybe there's something more here. I mean, I doubt it, but it's possible. Oh, there's something behind me? Not anymore, there's not. Oh, okay, no, this is a big area. Huh. We're gonna need to drop some weight in order to finish up here, so let's lose life protection. Let's lose some potions. I'm open to suggestions. Actually, let's check which books I'm not taking out. Taking all the books out. Go to the exit. Put all the books on the exit. When I'm ready to leave, I carry the lot of them. actually just carry the Book of Annihilations with me just in case everything that can go wrong does go wrong and I'm not able to make it back for some reason. I don't know where all this damn food came from, but I'm eating it. I'm not carrying 8 slots worth of one-off food items. It's just not feasible. These are tight corridors. Please walk around with repel missiles on. I guess that central Auk Lob was what was guarding the loot, and the rest of this area is just dangerous? But it wouldn't make sense to me that they would... Oh, there we go! A golem! Probably immune to elemental damage, but we're just going to burn that down just to give me more room to work with, to try and hit with this, and that. Hati, 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 hey. Let us just raise dead. Good old-fashioned solid play. Arrows of dispersal, flame, cold, pretty much every centaur variety you could ask for is here. Where's the wooden golem that... Oh, there it is. Melee orbs of destruction. Not efficient, but gets the job done. Transmutation is very high up. We can turn that off now. Until I actually have my hands on the Necronomicon, I'm not going to worry about it again. So let's just continue working the Firestorm angle. And get that dodging up to 9, and then I'm going to switch over to fighting. Because that's... well, fighting's 9 also. Fighting, armor, dodging. These are my defensive spells. I swear to God, this food is being generated in this area. Because that banana wasn't there before. Or if it was, I just didn't notice it. But that speaks to a hideous lack of awareness on my part. Alright, and there's more food now. Maybe this is infinitely generating food. Huh. Cool, that's that. Out we go. And please drop food. All the one-offs. Drop unwanted book. Yes, you'll do nicely. Unwanted book, you will definitely do nicely. I do not have what it takes to cast that kind of unwanted book. I'll hang on to that. For controlled blink, I wouldn't mind taking that out of this area. Yeah, all level 1 spells, only one of which is even marginally interesting to me. I will drop that. Okay, and now we continue. Oh, remember where we were? We are in fact in the final area of the Elfin Halls. Not a place to take lightly, so for the love of God, given that I'm wielding a loud weapon, let's not put ourselves at risk. Oh crap, I'm vulnerable to my own poison right now. You know, I take it back. Where is that regeneration? Should probably just memorize regeneration. There are many times where it'll be useful. I'm training necromancy anyway. Blah 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 blah. Fail. Succeed. And that will go on the same letter that will eventually turn into the letter for necromutation, since you're not allowed to be necromutated and regenerating, so I generally unmemorize regen by the time I'm that hard up for spell levels. Completely unnecessary ration eating, but let's look at it this way. That's what I'm dealing with for food in the dungeon. For the love of God, I don't think I have to worry about preserving food. Somehow, my allies made it here without dying. Monster density is much less than I assumed. Okay, if you can miss with that many poison arrows, you've got to ask yourself why you're still firing them. I mean, instinct, sure, but that's not a good answer. It's just a truthful answer. Turn off conjurations, turn on spellcasting. Let's get that mana up the last few points, shall we? Best way to avoid this golem is going to be through the path that I have dug. And while he's here, I will lob orbs of destruction at him, since that was the best open area I have. Easy eats, easy kills. Easy as Dell. Raise dead. Raise dead. Elemental staff inquires about your family. Are you serious? Dude, do you not see what we're in the middle of? If you're gonna be noisy, at least let out war cries or be, you know, topically noisy. Topic appropriate in your noisiness. What just happened, by the way? It said a wave of something passed over me. Whatevs. Lost to remove curse. I got plenty of them. You know what? I'm not dealing with you. My summons will keep you in place. My gas will kick your ass. Love it when it actually hits. I guess he wasn't carrying a buckler though, so that might be why. Guess my poison arrows. Okay, here we go. We found the spot. I don't know if this is gonna work. In fact, I'm quite certain it won't, but okay. Those were pretty accurate considering the inaccuracy of that attack. Seriously? I can't hit with that many... Oh, he was wearing a good ring probably. No? AC plus 4, I guess. It may have diminished the power of my magic dart. Best guess I can come up with. But now we're just going to continue gassing the entire chamber while staying well nestled inside this wall of summons. In fact, we're going to go ahead and dig ourselves a new path out, specifically for the time where my wall of summons gets overwhelmed. There's Robin Hood, the elf, who is also dead. Raise dead. Melee orbs. Spread that poison. Can't afford to let them get anywhere for free. That poison has to be constant. It's also the reason why my mana is regenerating as well as it is, because the poison keeps killing things inside. Raise dead if there are any. There are not. Eat something. I don't care what. Eat that honeycomb. I want to top myself off before I poke my nose in. Don't waste magic. If you're going to spend 6 mana or 5 mana, it's going to be on Poison Cloud. More mana efficient. Speaking of which, really gas the entire area. That was me getting poison arrowed myself. Turn on regeneration just to fix that. My summons are doing a fantastic job if they can whittle down things that big. That is a dangerous looking Lajatang. We'll take that out first. And now I have no mana, so now I need to run. But overall, we decompressed the hell out of that chamber, which was good. And hey, if you're going to follow me here, I will kill you. Make no mistake about it. My summon got in the way. I don't have enough mana to do that again, so rely on superior speed. Sometimes Orb of Destruction can't hit a melee target in an open room. Or not melee, can't hit a one space away target in an empty room. Other times it can go down a narrow hallway to the maximum of its range. That's why I've learned to just fire the damn thing and worry about whether it hits or not. Just make sure that you have a backup plan for when it doesn't do what you want it to. To think that there was a time where I said there's no point in using that ability. If I had a penny for all the stupid positions I've held over the years that I've had to revise, recant, and update. But you know, that's why I've always held by Thoreau's "Speaking words as hard as cannonballs" quote. Just very appropriate. Okay, I dare not actually take these things on heads up, so let's just poison and bail. Jesus, that's a Blade Master behind me. The situation just got real. I'm hitting teleport, I'm hitting regen, and I'm praying. Okay, that worked. Let's drop the thing that's adding to... I actually really want to try this on. Could be good. It is good for somebody who isn't me. It's not so good for me, though, because I don't benefit from the slaying bonuses. So here's me hoping that whoever finds this and picks it up and wears it isn't going to use it against me. Nothing here really impresses me, so I will just eat you to pieces and get my mana back. Could use an ally. Drop a poisonous area, repel missiles, get a shot off, and then back away. There's that same Blade Master. Miss. Poison. Got him. These things almost always have like quick blades. They can't blink. Maybe they can blink, but whatever they can do, they have this bizarre. They have the ability to close the gap really quickly, and suddenly you have to deal with them in melee, and they're double wielding, and it's just devastating. Okay, something is busy rezzing all of these corpses, and it's frustrating as fuck because I wanted to res those corpses. Meh. What's that? Ivory Sling. It's possible that's a sky weapon, but I'm not even really that keen on checking it. Probably should be. Finally got an ID scroll I can use on the sword. Hydra Slayer is a cool name, but unfortunately it doesn't really live up to the bill. What else was I gifted? I'm gonna have to try all of these. I'm gonna have to figure out which of these amulets and jewelry is worth wearing. I've spent the whole game with no jewelry, and now suddenly I have my pick. I mean, I can't know for certain, but I'm pretty damn sure that one of these is gonna be something. Ooh, Bracers of Archery is a lot less impressive than you might assume. If you're not interested in archery, there's no value to it. The Grand Grimoire is an amazing thing to find. Actually, I could probably do Haunt. How far off am I? Very. Okay, never mind. You can just drop this ring, by the way. AC +4 is not going to be worth strength -3 on a character who's already strapped for strength as it is. Eat a goddamn ration. Just eat a goddamn ration and drop the rest of this junk that's weighing you down. Okay, what's next? More books. Lost a scroll of blinking. I'm actually going to unlearn Mephitic Cloud right now. I don't need it anymore. I don't need anything else in that book either, which is why I'm willing to shed the book for it, but any scenario in which I would use Mephitic Cloud, I'm gonna be seriously questioning why I'm not using Cloud of Poison. And the day I unlearn Cloud of Poison, it's gonna be something else. Drop the Staff of Poison. Wield my Sky Weapon again, my Resistance Weapon again. Ooh, more staves. Maybe one of these will be channeling? Channeling! Excellent! My game just became significantly better. Evocations needs training. Everything else can be put on hold pretty much. Spellcasting, hold. Fire magic, hold. Dodging, hold. Necromancy will continue to trickle. I have faith that I shall eventually need it. How am I doing for remove curses? I have plenty, so let's snuggle up here and try out all of these different... Oh, and by the way, you can go ahead and unlearn Isakundran's Mystic Blast too. I have another Book of Power, so yes, that's fine. Okay, so trying on rings. Cursed Evasion, that's bad. And Cursed Encrusted Silver, that is presumably bad. Unid'd Amulet, and Unid'd Amulet. Okay, so this is going to have to be done the hard way. Any other things to wield? Any other things to try on? No, okay. Remove curse, and put on my normal stuff again, so +5 int, and telecontrol. Yes, yes, I know it doesn't actually work here, I'm gonna get it on early. I want to ditch something, but all of these things have been useful at some time or the other. I guess the Ring of Sustenance can definitely go. Vorpalized Weapon I'm not ever gonna want. Really, I should get rid of the Wand of... Well, no, it's good to have at least one wand... Yeah, and the one wand weapon I have is cold, so... So, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna quaff or cure heal... No, that's just silly. 1 hit point is not worth a potion. Channeling, Energy, and Conjuration. Of these, I'm never really using Conjuration, because in almost every situation I prefer either getting the extra turn or getting these resists, whatever those resists might be. When that changes, it'll only be because I have already found a different way to get those same resists. Alright, and there we go. We have cleared out the Elven Halls, which was unanticipated, to be completely honest. I did not think I was going to do it. And with that, we are on the cusp of a level up, so let's get that under my belt as well. Blah, 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 blah. Attack mode, blah, 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 blah. Card games, blah, 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 blah. I haven't left anybody else alive. I'm feeling lucky. Let's go kill the archer statue. You know what? I don't need to kill the archer statue. I can just go around it. Ah, explore the rest of the level the long way, you jerk. Oh, this is floor 11. Yeah, I could very realistically melee some of these enemies, despite the fact that I lack all melee capability. Just my fighting talent is probably enough. Alright, so that's cleared. Let's just do one of these. Firewalk, please. Boom, burn, baby, die, baby, die, die, baby, die. Oh. We've gone past the lair, I suppose. Drop all the Scrolls of Amnesia. Those are not meant to be carried. In fact, why don't you do one of these also just to broaden the hallway? Setting up a giant conflagration for everything that approaches me. Enormous slime down. Continue those evocation trainings. Oh wow, that's a dragon. That was awesome. Boggarts are probably susceptible to poison, so gas the room should also help with their summons. Can't ignite solid rock. That was never my intention. Oh wait, the rat is stalling the rest of them because it's too smart to step into a fire. Excellent. And these guys are just smart enough to know that they have what it takes to stand in fire for several turns. Rat bastards. I must be wearing Gourmand again. It's the only way I could be doing this. Oh, auto pickup has been off? The hell? Turn that shit back on, bro. Okay, 3. How am I missing this? It's right in front of me. It was actually a melee range. I don't think it's possible to miss at that range, and yet I did. That should kill many of the sheep, if not all of them. Leaves just the Hydra, who will do a fire walk. Till I blow his head off. Where's that poison resist? Eat enough Hydra to get me back to full, please. Okay. Ignore. I don't get how I'm constantly running into these situations, but we're going to switch to poison resist and then just gas this area. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward, honestly. Ignore, ignore, gas it, gas it. Do I have a pile of identify scrolls somewhere? I do. Let's go to that pile, please. I would like to know what these amulets I'm not wearing are. Resist corrosion. That's going to be useful eventually. Resist mutation. That's going to be... That may never be useful, to be completely honest. -3 +4 ring of slaying question mark. That'll actually never be useful to me either. So let's go ahead and ditch all these unneeded rings. Or things. Corrosion I'm going to have to come back for when I go sliming, but the rest of the time, anything that can corrode me is better off being killed quickly rather than me trying to resist that corrosion. Mutation, on the other hand, is something that I, especially in Zot, will walk around wearing the whole time. Slime Pit is like the only place where you really have to choose between the two. And I've already got the inherent mutation resistance. Or mini resist, I should say. Where are we? Volt 5. Okay, cool. Oh, I can kick your ass before you reach me. Ah! Burn in hell, you goddamn wolf spider zombie thing. Oh, if you do a fire walk, I will walk you the whole way. New book. Flight's cool. I'll take flight. No, that's not flight. I'll take flight. It's not necessary, and I'm probably gonna want to unmemorize it eventually, but crap. My usual flight letter is K, and it's not available. I'll make it capital K. The good news with that is, if you try to activate Orb of Destruction thinking it's flight, it's not going to accidentally fire an Orb of Destruction. It's going to ask you what you're targeting. If you try to accidentally activate flight, but instead Orb of Destruction, it'll do the same thing. No, wait, I'm saying that backwards. Y'all know what I mean. It's more forgiving of those kinds of mistakes. Cost a lot of time. Any skeletons here? Yeah, perfect. Just get those skeletons to come with me. 4 poison arrows because you're not susceptible versus 1 because you are. God, what I wouldn't give for ignite poison would have made all these green slimers a million times easier to deal with. When I go for this particular combo and build, that's generally the pattern I like to follow. Poison arrow, oh wow, I'm out of mana. Yeah, the reason I'm backing away like this is just because I don't have the mana to shoot him. He's gonna come around the corner though, and that'll be my time. Also, elemental resists, and boom! There is no longer a dragon, and I have plenty of mana. Ignore, ignore, read, ignore. Sublimation of Blood is actually looking mighty tempting right now. But I don't need that. I have the Staff of Channeling. I'm going the channeling route. We should be fine. Orb and Poison Arrow. If one doesn't kill you, the other most certainly will. Just fire an orb blindly. It'll probably hit something. Yeah, a full-fledged Orb of Destruction at that range did not in fact kill the slime. That's just fucktarded. It's not just fucktarded, it's ham-tarded. Okay, that's most of them. And then here's where you notice Vehumit's mana sustain. If you're killing things, you're on a roll. It's when you fail to kill things that everything goes awry. Awry. That sounds good. Boom. Ditch. Ditch. Boom. Fire. 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 Boom. 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 Holy cow. Okay. That was not good. Let's do one of these fires. I am safe on this square. I need to make sure I stay in melee range with them because their ranged attacks are far more dangerous. Okay, we're good. What are you doing here? What the hell are you orcs even doing here? Don't you realize how vastly outclassed you are? By everything? I guess the only reason to include orcs this deep is for, well, people playing Hill Orc Priests. And I guess because RPG. I guess not, it's barely a role-playing game. But, you know, if this is at all Dungeons and Dragons-ish, and it is, you can't have non-orc. Killing orcs is a time-honored quest tradition, going back from the earliest of GMs till now. Gas, but that's not gonna do it fast enough. I'm gonna lose some food if I'm not careful. Now gas might work, as long as I can stall them on my goddamn allies. Just poison arrow them from where I stand. Do I not have any level 4 spells I can use in this situation? Nope, got rid of them all. What am I doing for consumables? I didn't lose any. You know, it's just like me to 1 minute be complaining about how bullshit it is and how I'm not ever gonna use all my food, and yet still painstakingly avoid letting any of my precious items get used up or eaten up. Everybody go and kill things. It's just vampire mosquitoes, and you are immune to their succulent wit. By which I mean they can't suck you. And it's Lent to wit. And that's Vault 6 entered. And following my usual pattern, show up, blow up, bail. They say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It is not broke. Not worrying even a little bit about mana efficiency right now, since I can easily retreat. I mean, I'm literally standing on the staircase to get out the moment things get hot, or I run out of mana. Either or. Butcher 1, res the rest. Gas. Alright. Okay. Evocations needs to continue to trickle forever, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Necromancy will be on hold, as well as Transmutation, until I actually know that I'm going to get Necromutation this game. Fire is back on the menu. Soon to be followed by Conjurations. New wand. Let's ditch... Hell, let's ditch the Ring of Fire at this point. I don't care. I mean, the only fire spell I have is this one, and I only use it in situations where the turn is usually more important than the slight extra damage would be. Not even sure how Conjure Flames' power affects the cast. I would assume it's just... Ooh, Wand of Fire. Perfect. Now we can ditch Draining. Because, especially as the game goes further from this point, more and more enemies are resistant or even immune to Drain. But fire and ice will tend to hit fairly often. Fire in particular, because zombies and undead types tend to ignore... What the fuck? Yes, please. What the hell? Why would a fucking orc use darts? What are you, high? You're a goddamn orc warrior with an executioner's axe. You can do better. Oh, what is this monster? Frost Giant? It's fine. Shoot the troll and get on out past him. Ignore. Okay, what is the miscast on Poison Cloud? Is it still positive? Because goddamn, I miscast that a lot more often than I should. That's not true. It's just that I notice every miscast. It's a 6 mana spell, and it's time sensitive. Not like a poison shot, which, you know, you fire it, but it doesn't matter if you're a turn late. Here it's more like, nope, I have enemies in the right position or the perfect bunch, and instead, like that, I miscast and now I'm out of mana, instead of they're dead and I'm getting all my mana back from their deaths. And that's... almost... Another floor? Oh, just fuck it. You guys just do whatever you want, okay? I'm done here. I'm just done. I'm done pretending that orcs have any status anymore. Maybe in the kind of numbers you muster you matter a little bit, but... Animate skeleton beats animate dead for me. Get the skeleton, you also get your meal. Take less turns butchering things. Animate dead I might stop using, but... Or sorry, yeah, animate dead I might stop using, but butchery there's almost or animate skeleton there's almost always a place for. Heal wounds again, and then ditch. Nothing to ditch, okay, cool. Vault 7. Guys, I'm actually getting pretty autopilot-y tired right now, so I'm just about ready to call this video the quits. Not that I gotta go like I normally do, it's just that... Well, let's just say... Oh, shit! I didn't even notice them coming in from behind me, and I had plenty of time to react. Son of a bitch. Okay, just when I thought things were getting dull, they get interesting again. I'm sadly not as excited about this prospect as I should be. Plenty to eat. You know what? I'm gonna butcher it right in front of the orc. I do not even care. Alright, new floor. Or new entrance. Auto pickup needs to go back on pronto. I wonder how much good stuff I miss out on each time. Oh, beautiful. Pitiful pieces of shit. Plus 11 plate. An ID scroll. Nothing else of note. You and everybody like you should die. E-I-E-A. Where? Okay, so wield A or B. That's perfect. Switch between my poison elect resist and my elemental fire and ice resist. Oh, come on, level up, level up, level up, level up! I got a free strength, thank God, because otherwise I would have had to waste my capstone on strength. But, nope. I got the 10 strength I like. Would I say yes to more? Absolutely, but I kinda expect more off of my artifacts and rings and armors and such. As well as the +3 for being a Necro Lich. If I, play that long. Evocations is trickling forever. Firestorm is 38%. Let's go ahead and memorize that sucker. Holy crap, we did it. Let's put Firestorm on a lever that we will not accidentally use, because right now it is probably a bigger danger to me than to others, in that it depletes all of my mana, has a 40% chance to fail, roughly, and is such a low power. For a Firestorm, it is such a low power, but I'm going to mistake it for being a higher power because I'm used to a Firestorm being at a higher level. So I will probably not correctly anticipate just how much damage it should do. And holy cow, man, that's like the umpteenth time my Poison Cloud fails to cast. And we need to switch resistances ASAP to that electricity resistance that I hang on to. I'm switching back now. New book. Nothing of note. I suppose if I'm very truthful, there is a means to unlearn Animate Dead there. But I'm not that keen on getting rid of Animate Dead. It's more of a I don't need this rather than a I want to be rid of it scenario. Ooh, why don't you guys gangbang Marjorie while I back away with expeditiousness? And then gas the halls to limit pursuit. Oh my god. I totally control blinked, and it totally took me in the opposite of the direction I said to go. I mean, I don't mind if it doesn't quite work, but does it have to go the opposite? Oh, and I can't dive because this is Vault 7. Quickly fire off Cold Shot. Maybe that'll... Yes, that ended her. Okay, good. Needed that. She's got Fire Dragon armor, so yeah, if I had gone Fire, that would have been a very big mistake. You are in serious trouble. I recommend teleport right now. After which I strongly recommend you bail because you don't have a teleport scroll. Of all the things that could have been adjacent to the stairs, it had to be you. Fire Evo. I am not seeing teleportation. Period. In the whole dungeon. Try that again. Nope, no teleportation. No cursed teleportation ring. No teleportation scrolls. No evocable telly. Well, that's worth a double check. Could be that one of those weapons has an evocable teleport on it. Doubt it, but it's possible. Suffice it to say, my situation is not good. With no evocable teleportation, I am in serious risk of death at all times. I don't have an emergency button quite as good as I used to. I do have Firestorm at 30% and the ability to channel mana, both of which are fantastic, though. I don't know. One way or the other, I've been playing this too long, so I'm going to cut the video here and just upload what I've got. I thank you all for watching. Bob's Run will continue. I'm pleased to say that my attempt at running a pitiful human has actually turned out to be not as pitiful as expected. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.